If you're listening to this podcast, you probably regret your life.
Welcome to Goose and Cat, a completely unhinged podcast where we have very weird conversations about random things.
Today, we are going to be talking about and introducing ourselves as the animals we are, geese and cats. Because of this, we have a list of facts open. Goose does not, because Goose is a little...
Goose is a procrastinator, okay? Leave Goose alone.
So, I have a list of 25 interesting facts about cats, and Goose is a little bitch.
I have 10.
Now, we're not going to get through all the facts today, but we're going to try to get through some of them. So, my first interesting fact is that most female cats are right pawed, while most male cats are left pawed. I think that's because females are always right, but... You never know. Goose?
So what I found quickly is that geese enjoy preening their feathers. I will look that up in a second because I don't know what that means. And foraging for food in the grass to collect twigs, bark, and leaves to make home improvements in their nest. This applies to me in a very good way because when I am bored, I will also preen to my metaphorical feathers and collect rocks and sticks.
Do you even know what preen means?
No, I'm looking it up.
Oh my, normally when I think of preen, I think of like a cat smiling really happy and just, like somebody's petting him. Like, he's so excited. So I'm just thinking of like a goose praising its feathers and saying, you're wonderful. You're beautiful. Oh, you're dead. I have to get rid of you.
Jeez.
Well, sometimes they have dead feathers.
Hey, I have dead ends.
Dead ends on your hair?
Sure.
While it is thought by most that the ancient Egyptians were the first to domesticate cats, the oldest known pet cat was actually found in a 9,500-year-old grave in the Mediterranean on the island of Cyprus, predating the early Egyptian art by over 4,000 years. Do you have something to say? You're holding up your hand.
Well, I forgot that you were doing the goose part, or oh my god. I forgot that you were doing the cat part, so I was going to say, so geese predate cats. And then, no, you're talking about cats. Never mind. I thought geese were going to be important to Egyptian culture, but no. Never mind.
Are there geese in Egypt?
That's a great question.
You should look this up. Well, since your phone's not working, I'll look it up on my phone.
No. Geese are extremely social creatures, and they tend to get along with other animals without a problem, which makes them ideal for livestock purposes, which is why I want to get a horse and a goose, but I love it.
You already have a horse.
Yeah, but I want another horse. He has a name already.
What is his name?
Wesley.
Is that really his name?
Yes.
The Egyptian goose, I don't know how to say that, is a member of the duck, goose, and swan family. I don't know how to say that. It is native to Africa, south of the Sahara, and the Nile Valley. It looks cool. It has orange feathers. It also has blue feathers. How interesting.
Ooh, I want a blue-feathered goose.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fully blue feathered, but look at that goose.
I want to say that's alopecia, but I don't think that is because...
It has, like, eyeliner, my dude.
Eyeliner?
Yeah, did you see the red around its eyes? That's eyeliner.
No.
Okay, next cat fact. Since Goose so lovingly broke the chain of command.
You know what? You hush.
In 1963, France sent the first cat into space for research purposes. Because I cannot speak French and Goose is trying to, I will let her read the name. It says the cat's name is...
Goose is excited. Wait.
Felicette, a.k.a. Astro Cat. So they sent a cat into space. I wonder if the cat survived. Because the dog the Russians sent into space did not survive. They pretended it did by replacing it with another dog, but it did not. Okay, your turn, Goose.
Well, I was looking something up, and then I had a typo, and it gave me something different.
What are you looking up?
I looked up how many goose species there are, but it told me how many foose species there are, and I don't know what a foose is, and neither does the internet.
You mean a fusa?
Yeah.
A fusa?
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 different types of geeses.
Wow.
Goosin'.
If you had like 200 more, you would be a cat.
How do you?
Are you going to say your fact, or can I say another one of mine?
That was my fact. There's 19 different species of geese.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah.
Not really.
Oh, wow.
When a pet cat died in ancient Egypt, its family would mourn by shaving off their eyebrows to signify the loss and holding elaborate funerals where the cat was embalmed with a sculpted wooden mask. Then the mummy was placed in the family tomb or a pet cemetery with mummies of mice. So there are cat tombs in ancient Egypt.
That's because they were worshipped. Goose aren't worshipped for anything. Geese. You know what?
Goose and geese and geisen. Goosessi.
You know what?
What?
Okay.
Are you aggressive, Goose?
I am aggressive goose. You know what? I thought that that geese had killed people in the past. And now I find out they have not. I was going to say it's more likely for a goose to kill you than a shark, but that's not.
Do you think geese had killed people?
I don't know. Geese can be aggressive sometimes.
Yeah, they're aggressive, but I don't think they're strong enough to kill. My dude, what?
You know what? You hush. They don't have teeth. Their wings can break your nose though. If they flap their wings close enough to you, nose breaking. Ain't gonna smell no more.
Okay. Oh, you may. Can I say, is that your fact?
Yeah. That's two facts.
That geese can't kill you, but their wings can break your nose. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, can I say a fact now?
Yes.
Sir Isaac Newton invented the cat flap when he was experimenting in a pitch-black room where one of his cats, Spithead, kept opening the door and ruining his experiment. So the man who created gravity not only created, he didn't create gravity, he discovered gravity. Yes, the man who was God and created gravity. No. The man who discovered gravity not only discovered gravity, but he also invented the cat flap because his cat was being a bitch. Which sounds accurate for
Sounds like
cats.
a cat thing.
It does.
Okay. So apparently, geese in the wild have an average lifespan of 10 to 25 years, but a domestic goose that has been pampered and pommeled by humans, mainly 20-year-old single women, have a lifespan of 20 to 25 years.
What does pommeled mean?
I don't know. It's just rhymed with pampered, so I just, you know what? It's fine.
Are you creating words?
I'm pretty sure poppled means beat up, so that's not what I meant. Pampered.
That's pummeled.
Oh, okay. You know what? It's fine. Pampered. Pampered geese live a long life because single women are bored and want to take care of them.
Well, you know that's the same for all animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, stray cats will live to be like 5, but this domestic cats will live to be like 15.
Yeah. And fat.
Fat. I like that we both thought of fat. Alrighty. The nose pad of every cat is ridged with a unique pattern, just like the fingerprint of a human. Can you imagine you're at a crime scene? Okay, imagine this. You're at a crime scene. Okay. Goose, you're gonna love this because you love crime documentaries. You're at a crime scene. They're taking fingerprints of shit. You know, there's like a thing, and they're taking fingerprints from the thing. I don't know what they're taking fingerprints from. And they see one, and it looks so fucking weird. They're like, what is this? Like, it's on a glass window, let's say. And then they take it back to the thing, and they're like, we can't identify this. What the hell? It's just a cat nose print, but they don't know that. So this whole time, they're looking for a guy with a really weird fucking fingerprint. It's just a cat. Also, can we talk about how people with no fingers probably get away with the most crimes because they don't have fingerprints?
They would also get away with the least amount of crimes, because if they don't have fingers, how are they going to do things?
They can do things. They have prosthetic hands.
Yeah, but prosthetics have serial numbers and marks.
Yeah, but they're not going to leave marks at the crime scene.
How do you know? Are they going to wear gloves? They don't have hands.
They have prosthetic hands.
Do they have gloves on their prosthetic hands?
Probably. If they have little fabric on their prosthetic fingies.
Yeah, but what about their shoes?
What about their shoes?
You can if they step in blood because they're stupid. If they step in blood and they walk around, you can get a shoe print and be like, this is the make and model. And then, this is how many people bought this in the last 2 months.
And then
we're gonna go to this person's house.
That has nothing to do with their hands.
This is how TV works.
This is how crime on TV works.
Yes.
And you're a fucking crackhead who watches crime on TV.
Yes, I am.
Oy vey.
Crime Goose.
Do you commit crimes? Alright, your turn, Goose. Give me a fact. Smack me up with a fact.
A group of geese is called a skein in flight, but when they're on the ground, it's a gaggle.
I was gonna say, aren't they called a gaggle and a skein?
When they're in flight, they're a skein. When they're on the ground, they're a
You,
gaggle. When they're anywhere else, it's a flock.
can you spell skein for me?
Skein. It's not a scheme. It's a skein.
My brain doesn't want to process that properly. Okay.
Your cat brain is less mature than my goose brain.
Fucking, my cat brain can do so much more. Okay, you can't even get water out of a bowl.
Yes,
but
I
a raven can.
Yes, I can.
No.
I just gotta put my beak in there. I gotta do some, and then I gotta tilt my head all the way back like a chicken.
The story of the raven getting the water out of the bowl by putting pebbles in the bowl is not a story about a goose getting the water out, not the bowl, but it's like a glass. That's not about a goose, it's about a raven. You're not that smart. I'm smarter than you. I can open doors.
No, you can't.
I can open doors. You cannot.
I can open doors with my beak if I wanted to.
No, you can't. You can't open your beak wide enough.
Yes, I can.
What
Depends
doors?
on the door.
Like, what kind of door?
What kind of doors are you opening? I'm opening the ones that have the long handle at the end, and you just.
I'm opening any door because I can open those doors.
That's a lie, because you'd have to put your paw up here and down here
And
and
twist.
turn.
Yeah, and if I just
You can't do that because your paws are too soft.
if I just put both
Well,
paws
intersoft
on
paws.
one side, so I'm like hanging from a side, and then I pull down while falling, then it twists the knobs as I fall, and then the door opens, and then I paw the door open more.
Have you seen a cat successfully do this?
I have.
That's a lie.
I have.
That's a lie.
Look it
Patrick
up
tries
later.
to do that every day, and he never gets it. He tries it twice. He's also really fat and lazy. But he tries it twice, and then he meows at me really loud and lays on the ground all dramatic.
For reference, Patrick is Goose's cat.
Yeah.
I have cats too, but they have cooler names than Patrick.
How rude.
They do.
How rude.
Joe DeMelio and the King of Hearts.
You know what? Oh, okay, this I didn't know. Some people might know this, but I didn't. Goose is actually the term for female geese. A male goose is called a gander.
I thought female geese were called hens.
I mean, I don't think you're technically wrong, but
You know what?
I prefer to call, I would like to walk around and call men ganders.
Let me take a gander at that gander.
What's up, you gander?
I'm not gonna say that because
If I have a son, his middle name will be Gander.
I'm not gonna say that because that would make me pussycat, and we're not doing that. You know what? The whole thing about goose being a female geese makes sense. But that being said, I want to know what the scientific term for goose is, because when you're talking about cows, a cow is a female cow who had babies. So you have to. So when you say that, you have to say a female bovine who has had babies, or calves, if you want to get technical. So I want to know what the technical term is for goose. Like, what do have you found it?
Here's one definition. Well, it's from Wikipedia, so trust it with as much trust as you will. A goose is a bird of any of several waterfowl species in the family Anatidae. This group comprises the genera Answer, which is a gray and white goose.
But that.
Branta canadensis.
Let me just see. What is the scientific name for goose?
Quack.
Branta canadensis, subspecies Branta canadensis, fulva de la cor. Ooh, I don't.
Liquor?
Liquor?
Goose is a minor alcoholic.
Goose is not allowed to drink alcohol yet.
I'm getting there. Okay.
You're not old enough to drink alcohol, Goose.
I'm aware.
Wow.
I'm procrastinating.
You're not procrastinating.
Life is procrastinating me.
The law states that you cannot drink alcohol.
Oh.
You are not procrastinating. You are living life.
The law sucks.
You are following the law, ma'am.
Yeah. Regrettably.
Regrettably? Don't admit that.
What are they gonna do?
Is it my turn or your turn?
It's your turn.
Okay.
That was gross.
Okay. So, in Japan, cats are believed to have the power to turn into super spirits when they die. One of the reasons for this could be because, according to Buddhism, the body of a cat is the temporary resting place for very spiritual people. Can you imagine, like, being at, like, a Buddhist, like, temple or whatever, and they say, lay down on this cat? Because it's a resting place for very spiritual people. Like, some Buddhist priest taking that literally and, like, teaching other Buddhas how to do the do. And this is a temporary resting place for us. And everybody just lays down on a fucking cat. Personally, I wouldn't be that offended. I don't mind if people lay on top of me, but I think other cats in the world would be very offended by this.
I mean, depending on the cat. I would prefer the cat lay on me because pressure therapy. But I want a blanket of cats. Not literally. I don't want the cats to be sewn together, okay? That sounds bad. But I just want, like, 5 or 6 cats to just lay on me, and then I can fall asleep.
We're gonna...
If a goose lays on me, it's gonna shit on me, okay? I appreciate the goose and geeses and the ganders, but I don't want them to lay on me.
I'm just imagining you laying down with one of those plastic things you put over the couch so the dog doesn't get hair on the couch, and then a goose lays on top of you and just shits.
Yeah.
No, boy. I'm also just kind of picturing, like, you laying in, like, a nest that's way too fucking small for you, but you're laying in it anyway, and the goose is laying on you like you're its egg. I'm just at...
I feel like this needs to go into, what's it called? It's some sort of therapy thing. Like, that's how you see me in your life. How dare you?
It's like a delusion.
Yeah.
I do not have delusions. I have mental illnesses, not delusions.
Anymore.
What do you mean? What do you mean anymore? I've never had delusions.
What's the other D word I'm thinking about?
Disassociate.
Thank you.
I've never had delusions. What the fuck? I've disassociated, but I've never had delusions. Ay. Ma'am, you're offending me on so many levels.
Anyway,
okay.
Here's another fact about geese. They have a fear of noises, and so do I.
What do you mean they have a fear of noises?
They have a fear of noises.
What do you mean?
Okay, have you ever been able to sneak up successfully on a goose without them spooking?
No.
Exactly. They are afraid of noises. If they hear a little psh, psh in the grass while they're swimming around on a pond, they're gonna go and fly away.
So, okay. With that being said, I have something that kind of pertains to the same subject. Cats are not scared of this, but they're sensitive. Cats are very sensitive to vibrations. They are said to be able to detect earthquake tremors 10 to 15 minutes before humans. Living in California, that's very important information because we get earthquakes. We don't so much up here because we're very up.
Rural?
What did you just say?
We're rural.
Oh, I can't say that
It's
word.
weird to say.
RURAL.
Rural.
I've
We
never.
don't live in suburbia.
Me and ours don't get along. Okay. It's your turn.
I think dogs can detect earthquakes too.
Dogs can also hear phone calls before they actually ring.
Dogs are psychic.
They can hear a phone call happening like 10 seconds before it actually rings.
And then of course birds. Oh, I'm a bird.
What about birds?
They can also detect earthquakes before they happen. That's why they put I think parakeets or something in like tunnels, like mining tunnels. Because if it starts, like, freaking out, and you're like, we gotta get out of this tunnel.
Oh. See, I've heard of send a canary down the tunnel because you send the canary down first. If the canary comes back alive, it's okay. If they don't, it's not okay.
That makes sense, too.
I could be wrong on that canary fact. I don't know a lot about
Doesn't sound
canaries.
completely wrong. I just think you're missing some other information.
I probably am. Your turn. My goosey friend.
European geese descend from wild greylag geese, which are birds with short necks and round bodies. I can't picture a goose with a short neck. It just sounds funny.
Short necks and round bodies. I'm just thinking of a chicken.
Do not call me a chicken.
I mean, you kind of are a chicken. You don't like social situations.
How rude. I have anxiety.
We both do. I know.
Mine makes me nauseous. Leave me alone.
You're just more chicken than I am.
Okay.
And banana.
Cat chicken. Chicken cat.
Scaredy cat, you mean?
Chicken cat.
I would be a scaredy cat.
What am I?
A chicken goose.
How rude. Why can't you be a chicken and something?
Because I already have it. Euphemism for a scared pussy cat. Which is scaredy cat. You do not have a scared goose.
That's 'cause goose don't get scared.
You just said they get scared. You just said they get scared of noises. What the hell?
I know.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Do-do-do. The richest cat is in the world. Wait, the richest cat is in the world. This sentence is worded wrong. It says the richest cat is in the world is a cat named Blackie. Is that wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the richest cat in the world is a cat named Blackie, who was left 15 million pounds, or for you Americans, $20 million, by his owner, Ben Reed. Can you imagine leaving your cat all your fucking money? Your parents or your family, you die, and your family goes to your lawyer, and they're like, "Alrighty, read us this will, buddy boy." And he goes, we're missing a very important person. And they go, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "Well, the cat has to be present." The cat? What cat? Her cat. What do you mean the cat? Her cat, Patrick. Why does Patrick have to be here? The cat has to be here. Why? Come back later with the cat. And then they come back later with the cat, and the lawyer goes, "Okay, everything goes to the cat." And they go, "What the fuck?" Oh, my family would hate that. My sisters would throttle me, but I'm already dead, so it doesn't matter.
All I can picture is, like, the lawyer having, like, a little... I don't know if this actually happens or not, but I can picture the lawyer taking the little ink pad and putting, like, because the cat can't sign, but, like, taking the cat's paw and just dabbing it and then putting it on the, like, sign line, if there is one, saying that, like, you accept, like, the will.
Okay, so there was, like, a physicist, I think, and he wrote, like, a big paper, I don't remember, and he had a cat, and his cat, throughout the whole paper, the pronouns he used were we, because he was talking about his experiment, and he's like, the experiment we did was this, and the experiment we did was that, and we did this, and he's like, but I did this all by myself, but I did it in we, so I need two people, lest I look insane. And so he put his cat down as a co-author, and his cat is now a well-known physicist throughout the physicist world. I think it's physicist, I could be wrong. And whenever they sell books, the cat actually puts a signature in the books. It's cute. A little paw print, and then it says his name above it, but he didn't write it. So, okay, I believe it's your turn. I just did 2 facts there, so you can do 2 facts.
No, I'm just kidding. So, apparently, the average wingspan of a goose, or gander, if you will, is about 33 to 73 inches, which, that seems like a lot. Wait, 73 inches is like 6 foot something.
12 times 5 is 60.
So
that would be 5 feet.
73 inches. So 6 foot 1.
So 73 minus 60 would be 13.
So 6 foot 1.
6 foot 1.
Yeah.
That would be almost as tall as my dad.
So, if your dad was a goose, I was trying to picture, like, how tall is that? And then you say your dad, and I'm like,
Well, my dad's 6'2" because he slouches.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
What is?
It says that the geese honk while flying in order to encourage the flock row maintain V formation. So
what does that mean?
They're basically yelling at each other to stay in formation, and they're flying V formation.
I'm just imagining a drill sergeant in the army yelling at his troops. Kaczynski, pick up your fucking head.
Flap your wings harder, damn it.
Goose, step it up. You're too fucking slow. That's what I'm picturing right now. Alright, is that your 2 facts?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, my next fact is the first cartoon cat was Felix the Cat, who appeared in 1919. I've never heard of Felix the Cat.
Me neither. So, apparently, the first domesticated goose that was found was in China, possibly. And it says the domestication dates back to the 5th millennium BC in the Neolithic period.
The technical term for a hairball is a bezoar, spelled Bezoar.
Gross.
Just a gross, disgusting cat.
How dare you?
Hairball cat. Hairball's not technically a verb. So it wouldn't work. You would be disgusted goose.
Disgusted goose.
I would be coughing cat. Cough, cough, motherfucker. Alrighty. Alright. Say your fact.
Canada goose life history.
What?
I am a French goose. I am not French, but I am learning French, so I identify as a French goose.
You're not French, you're American, you motherfucker.
It's fine, I'm white enough, they can't tell.
What? Are French people really white?
I think so.
I feel like we're diving into racist waters, and we should stop.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do more research for Cultural Tuesdays.
You mean Cultural Week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
on, man.
I'm looking divorce rates. What?
For geese?
Hold on. Okay. During much of the year, they, as in Canadian geese, associate in large flocks, and many of these birds may be related to one another. They mate for life with very low divorce rates, and pairs remain together throughout this year.
Do they have a number on how many geese divorce each year?
No, but I bet you it's less than humans.
I would hope so.
Do geese have lawyers?
No, what the fuck? They can't speak.
They have their own language. It's a goose language.
Honk, honk. Oh, God. We're offending geese from all over.
Wait, hold on. Most Canada... Sorry, I'm going to keep going. Most Canada geese do not breed until their 4th year. Less than 10% breed as yearlings, and most pair bonds are unstable until birds are at least 2 or 3 years old. Extra pair copulations have been documented. Okay, that doesn't matter. But could you imagine if we had to breed when we were 4 years old?
I mean, if you want to get technical, we used to breed when we were 13.
That's true, but
goose years compared to human years when they're 4 years old is probably the same as when we're 13.
Interesting.
Think about that.
But the other part I go to is most pair bonds are unstable until they're 2 or 3. Bitch, I've been unstable for a long time.
Oh, I don't think you were unstable as a child.
I was unhinged.
I can't deny that. I want to say, I was thinking about this the other day, and I was thinking about, like, the first time I met you.
Yeah.
Because, like, the first time we met, we didn't actually meet. We just kind of, like, we knew of each other.
So, dude.
Because we were at the same school. But, like, I remember, like, you were running around with other kids and, like, playing and shit. I remember being scared of you. Because you were so, like, just very excited and excitable.
Yeah.
And I was so, like, I was intimidated by you because I was scared of everyone, and you were included in everyone.
I was unhinged. What can I say?
So, I mean, unhinged is not wrong. I was the most unstable one for the longest time. I've always been unstable. I was born unstable.
Yeah.
You were not born unstable.
No.
I think you developed it.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame my sister for that.
What? Your sister making you unstable?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. This isn't therapy, okay? We'll talk about it later.
You can't just blame your sister for your problems.
Why not? It works most of the time.
No. I mean, I have problems with my sister, but I don't blame her for all my other problems.
It works for my therapist.
You don't have a therapist. It's me. Oh my, you can't.
I am my own therapist.
I mean, but you don't. Whatever.
What's your fact?
My fact?
Yeah.
My fact is that you are dumb.
I am unhinged. There's a difference.
She's dumb.
I am offended, Goose.
Aggressive cat. A group of cats is called a clowder. A clowder. Instead of chowder, it has an L. A clowder.
Or a flounder.
No, that's a fish.
I know.
A
Cats eat fish.
clowder. A clowder. I'm just imagining cats swimming in clam chowder now.
I'm imagining your cat, your orange and white cat, doing a backstroke and just and then licking and having some clam chowder and then backstroke.
For reference, my orange and white cat is my king. He's my King of Hearts cat. Oh my god. Okay, your fact. Oh boy, that's a big yawn. We both just yawned.
Well, we're not serial killers.
What?
You didn't know the yawn theory?
What's the yawn theory?
If you, because people are meant to mimic each other, so if you yawn in front of someone and they don't yawn back, they might be a serial killer.
How? What?
Because they aren't mimicking you, because it means they're detached from reality, theoretically.
So when you say serial killer, do you mean a psychopath?
Okay, maybe not serial killer, but they're
Do you mean a psychopath?
no, sociopath.
Sociopath?
Sociopath.
No, you mean psychopath.
No, I mean sociopath.
First, for one thing, sociopath is no longer used. They have a different term. Okay, first of all, sociopath is no longer the term they use. They use the term ASP, which stands for antisocial person. So I think you're talking about psychopaths.
Well, the definition, which I wish I had a year on this, but it doesn't. A definition from Oxford Languages on sociopath is a person with personality disorder that manifests itself into extreme antisocial attitudes and behavior and lack of conscience. So children that have symptoms of sociopathic tendencies, or like they have sociopathic tendencies, or they don't play well with other kids, or they don't like speak. I don't know. So I watch a lot of crime shows. Okay, a lot of this is stemming from that, and some of this is from research. But some kids that don't like mimic each other children or other children can grow up to have
sociopathic tendencies?
Yes. And sometimes they'll just have like anxiety. They're not all gonna be murderers, okay? That's not what I'm saying. But that's what I mean. Where are we going with this?
Well, there are actually many sociopaths who can live fulfilling lives.
Well, yeah, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
So I think you're talking about psychopaths. Because I don't know how to explain this. Oh well, how did we get on this? What the hell?
I don't remember.
You and your fucking crime shows. You're derailing us. Radio. Is it my turn for a fact?
Yes.
Wow. Cats make about 100 different sounds, while dogs only make 10. Suck it. Okay, cats are better.
Wow.
What?
Rude.
I'm not saying... Well, I'm saying I'm better than you, yes.
Yeah, I
I've
know
been
you
saying
are.
that this whole time. But that time I didn't say it. I was saying I'm better than dogs.
Oh. How many sounds can you make?
100.
Cat sounds?
100 different cat sounds. I go meow meow.
Oh, God.
Meow meow.
Oh, well, geese don't have a voice box. They have a chatterbox.
That feels accurate. That's how annoying they are.
Technically, what the internet is telling me, it says geese are the chatterboxes of the waterfowl world. So, the Canadian goose language includes more than 20 distinct sounds. I know it's not 100, but
so
geese
I
talk
am
a lot.
still better than you.
But geese talk. I feel like geese talk a lot more than cats, Because cats sleep a lot more than geese.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Because on average, I have a fact right here. On average, cats spend 2/3 of every day sleeping and use 1/3 of their waking time cleaning themselves.
That makes sense.
We are very clean creatures. We are not. We're not. If you're not careful, we're not clean. I know. No.
Yeah, my cat rolled in chicken shit the other day.
For reference, I'm not actually a cat. I don't know why I said that. I think it's obvious I'm not a cat.
We're not furries either.
Oh yeah, we're not.
Just to
Please,
clarify.
yeah. Can you imagine a goose furry?
Oh, that honk.
You have to make like a seductive honk, like honk, honk, honk. Make it French. Do a French honk. That is not what I was thinking.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking like, oh. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, what would a French cat sound like?
Bonjour.
What?
Meow meow. My name is Cat.
Why are you doing a feminine voice for a cat and a male voice for the geese?
Because we were watching Aristocats.
Yeah, but there were female gooses.
I know, but
and the Aristocats.
The little girl cat
had a
has an imprint on me. She's my favorite little girl cat.
Marie.
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 Marie. Also, in the beginning of the show.
Hey, we're not talking about this till next time.
Son of a... I'm gonna forget this.
Write it down.
I'm gonna make a note. Please hold. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Alright, well, wow, she's doing weird shit. I'm gonna tell you why cats are better than geese. A cat's brain is biologically more similar to a human brain than it is a dog's brain. Both humans and cats have identical regions in their brains that are responsible for emotions. Some cats have survived falls over 65 feet. Their eyes and balance organs in the inner ear help cats to right themselves in midair and land on their feet. The oldest cat to give birth did so at the age of 30 to 2 kittens. Wow. I would never have children at 30 or any age, for that matter.
That's an old cat.
What is cat years compared to human years? Is it 5 years?
I think it's 5.
I think it's 5 too, because dogs is 7. So
well,
I think cats are 5.
That's another thing that I learned about dogs recently. I don't know how true it is, but I learned that dogs, when they're first born, are it's a 7-year margin, but then it like grows the older that they get. So like it goes from like 7 to 10.
Really?
Or something like that.
Huh. Interesting.
I wonder what geese years are.
Geese years? I doubt there is one.
You know what? Geese live to be 25, so I bet it's like 3 years. 3, yeah. For every one goose year, there's a human 3 years. I can't speak.
Geese only live to be 25 if they're domesticated.
Yeah.
You would not be domesticated. Nobody would want you.
I'm an offended goose.
Oh.
How dare?
Listen, I'm just being honest with you, man.
No, you listen.
I am listening.
You are not.
All
you are
I
specking.
hear.
I see your little green line bumping. You are not listening.
All I'm hearing is a pissed off goose, and nobody really cares. Well, I care. I care. I care. I care. I promise you that I care. I don't actually.
Don't lie to me.
I kind of care. It depends on the subject. When you're talking about your Italian man, I don't care.
Jeez. I know you don't care about that, but did you have to bring him into this?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh boy, how is your Italian man, by the way? Wait, let's not.
Let's not.
Because then we're gonna talk about my man, and we don't need that. Yeah. It's your turn to give me some goose facts.
I'm trying to figure out what the ratio is between
human years and geese years.
Yeah.
Alrighty, while she's doing that, a female cat is called a queen or a molly because we are all queens. What do you think about that?
You made that up yourself, didn't
you? No, I didn't. It says right here.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. You're not gay.
I'm female, but I'm a goose, so you fork off. Let me be a goose, and I will go find myself a gander, all right?
Oh, God.
Okay.
For reference, I'm not gay either. I'm bisexual, but we're all queens here. Anyway.
Okay. I have no clue what a budgie is.
A budgie is a bird.
Okay, thank you.
It's it's kind of like a parakeet but smaller.
Okay, so the whole thing says a budgie's lifespan, so a bird's lifespan, can be from 5 to 10 years, averaging approximately 7 to 8 years. Comparing it to the human average life expectancy, you could say 1 year of a bird's life is equal to around 9 to 10 human years. So, there's that. So, when...
You're really fucking old then.
How dare? How dare?
I mean, I wouldn't be as old as you because cat years are 5 years.
So I'm older. So I can go buy alcohol.
No, you can't. Goose years don't apply to alcohol, ma'am.
They do if I put it on my ID.
You would put goose years on your ID?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. I can be 94.
Are you... Well, wait. It's a 9 to 10 years? So 20 times 10 would be 200. You'd be 200 years old.
I am a wizard now.
You would be 200 years old. You're fucking Gandalf. Where's your beard?
I'm stroking it.
Gandalf the goose.
I'm stroking my beard. Oh my god.
We just give a goose Gandalf's... Does he wear a hat?
Yes.
He does?
Yes.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
I think he wears like a little... I don't even know if he has an actual wizard hat. I think he just has like a... Not a fedora. A beret. It's a beret type hat.
I think he has a wizard's hat. I feel like he does.
Well, he does too, but I think most of the time he wears a little...
I don't think he wears a beret. You just want him to because you're French.
How dare. Although I did watch Harry Potter recently, and Dumbledore wears a wizard's hat and a beret and sometimes no hat at all, which is kind of weird because then he just looks naked with hair.
I hope you are not mixing up Harry Potter and Gandalf.
I'm not.
Okay.
Because that's Lord of the Rings. But still, I might be mixing up my wizards, but I'm not mixing my movies.
What wizards are you mixing up?
Well, because there's Dumbledore, which is the Harry Potter part, and then there's Gandalf, which is Lord of the Rings part, and the Hobbit series.
So how are you mixing them up?
Just because they're like... Okay, no one hate me for this. They're basically the same person.
They're not.
They have long beards, and they're the elder wizards, and they guide the other people, and eventually, spoiler alert, they die.
Gandalf dies?
Yes.
Hold the fucking phone. Gandalf dies? For reference, I'm laughing.
Not hyperventilating.
Gandalf, what do you... I did not know this.
Have you watched The Lord of the Rings?
I've seen 2 of them. I've seen the one where they find the elves. And that weird little dwarf guy and that elf with the ears and the white long hair, the guy. Like they have like a weird gay undertone.
Yeah.
I watched that one, and then I watched another one where they had the big battle scene. And they talked to Benedict Cumberbatch.
The dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smog.
Benefit cucumber.
But yeah, at the beginning of the second movie, they go into the dragon and they're like, "Hello, my good sir." Or is it at the
This is what we call having a stroke, but we're fine.
Oh boy, is it? Maybe it's at the end of the movie because I remember them going to talk to the dragon, and Bilbo Baggins is like, "Yo, my dude, what's up? How it going?" Because he's trying to take the thing, and then the dragon's like, "Yo, my guy, I'm a visitor in forever. How you doing, my dude?" And then at the same time, Bilbo Baggins is trying to get like some sort of treasure. I don't know why, because I didn't watch the other movies. And then when he tries to get the other treasure, then the dragon is mad, and then he leaves, and then he goes to burn the town, and then that one guy with the weird little like projectile thing that's like pew pew, and then a spear that's supposed to kill the dragon, he get ready to go pew pew, but then it cuts out, it fades away, and the movie ends. So maybe I've only seen one movie. Goddamn.
I haven't watched them in a while, but it's either, I'm pretty sure it's in the Lord of the Rings series, because there's the Hobbit series and there's the Lord of the Rings series, but they're like the same characters basically.
Yes.
But I'm trying to remember which series he dies in.
It would have been The Hobbit, because I think The Lord of the Rings is before The Hobbit. Because in The Hobbit, he has the ring.
That's true.
So it would have been.
But yeah, because at one
Before the
point
Lord of the
when
Rings.
not Dumbledore, Jesus.
Gandalf.
Thank you.
Jesus.
I forgot. Anyway, fun fact, geese have a brain the size of a walnut, so that's what I'm dealing with right now.
She's not an actual goose, and we're not furries. Disclaimer.
We just gotta clarify. We gotta clarify that. Anyway,
Declassified.
Gandalf, in the scene that I remember, is he's guiding them out of a mountain or something, and then the mountain breaks because something is attacking them, and then he falls and he says, "Fly, you fools," and that's like his last words.
Interesting.
And then he dies.
Yeah, I think Lord of the Rings is first before The Hobbit. I've seen all the Lord of the Rings movies, but I don't remember them because I saw them when I was a child because my sisters watched them because my sisters were in high school when I was like 4 years old.
Yeah.
And I was terrified of them. They scared the shit out of me. I was also terrified of Pirates of the Caribbean because that scared the shit out of me too.
I love Pirates of the Caribbean.
That fucking giant like octopus squid thing that scared
The
me.
Kraken?
Yeah, it scared me as a child. Yeah.
I just like Orlando Bloom because he's sexy.
Orlando Bloom?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Johnny Depp. I was like,
I
no.
mean Johnny Depp too, but Orlando Bloom is younger, so he's sexy.
Very odd because I'm not interested in either of those. Like they're good actors. I'm just the horny is not coming.
Also, can we do a little hip hip hooray for Johnny Depp, even though it's been like several weeks since he won over that issue?
If you would like to, sure. I didn't really keep up to date in that, and I was just, for the most part, I was really confused for a lot of it.
I mean, I kind of kept up, but like not as much as I wanted to. But also, like, I knew that I wanted to be on Johnny's side. I'm like, she's a bitch.
I didn't really have a side because I didn't really pay attention to it. I didn't really understand it. I had somebody explain it to me. I asked them in a chat, could you explain this to me? And they did. All right.
And you were confizzled.
Yes, I was. I was like, I am so confused. Please explain. We're coming up on the end of our hour. And because of that, we've got to go. I got shit to do. Goose has shit to do. Well, Goose doesn't have shit to do. I do. Goose is just going to go with me for fun. This has been Cat.
And Goose.
Speaking to you directly from the heart.
Of the basement.
Good day, everybody.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Sweet dreams.
Au revoir.